Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Age Motion Designs, and in today's video we are going to create this creative text animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugin but with the help of simple tips and tricks. And if you want to learn more about logo animation and other stuff, then don't forget to check out my Udemy courses. Links are available in the description. And if you are new to this channel, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So here we are in Adobe After Effects. Let's create a new composition. First of all, we are going to type over here is T, not R but T. Width is 200, height is 200, frame rate is 30, duration is 10 seconds long, and background color is black color, and simply hit OK. Then go to choose grid and guide option and simply hit on title section. Then I'm going to select my optics tool and I'm going to type T over here, and let's increase the font size somewhere around, let's say, 180, like this. Select this text layer, press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Let's increase the size a little bit. Now select this effect, go to the Effect and Presets panel and search for Linear Wipe Effect and simply double click to apply. Make sure that you are going to choose in Transition Linear Wipe and simply double click to apply this. And over here, now wide angle is 90. Let's make this minus 90 and let's make this value 100 initially. Total 100 and create one keyframe. Hit U, go to around 1 second and let's make this 0. Select those keyframes and hit F9. Go to the graph editor, select this graph. First of all, right click and make sure that you are in edit speed graph. Select this and by holding shift move this handle over here, so you will get something like this. If you think this is quite fast, so simply bring this up to 2 seconds. So if you see, you will get something like this. And let's increase the mask feathers to 50. So if you see this now, you will get something like this. Now select this layer and hit Ctrl D. Select this second layer over here, go to the character menu and change the color of this layer to red. Okay, zoom in a little bit, take a distance of 10 frames and select this T and move this over here like this, so you will get this kind of transition. Now select this uppermost layer and hit Ctrl D, hit U, go to the last one and let's delete this linear wipe over here. Select this, right click, key create shape from text, select this second layer. Now select this text, go to the fill effect and let's delete this fill, and we are going to choose red color for the stroke and stroke it to 1 pixels. Then go to the start and let's move this over here and bring this downward. Select both of these layers and let's move this up to 2 seconds, I mean to 20 frames. Now go to the start, select this, go to the add menu, go to the trim path and let's make this end value 0 initially. Create one keyframe, go to around 20 or let's say 1 second and let's make this 100. Go to around 1.20, I mean 20 frames, create one keyframe at start, go to around 1.20 frames and let's make this 100. Then go to the start, create one keyframe at offset, go over here and let's make this 1. So let's enable this option and let's see what kind of animation we will get. We will get something like this. So if you see this animation now, you will get something like this. So let's select both these layers and let's up to 110 frames. So we will get this kind of text animation. So as so far so good, this is very a simple text animation. Now hit Ctrl 0, we have this T comp over here. Simply hit Ctrl D, hit enter and let's call it as E and go inside this, and we need to change this text. So hit Ctrl T, change this text to E, change this text to EE. Also select this, change this text to E like this. And now we need to change the stroke also. So how to change stroke, let's see. We will copy this trim path first over here. As you guys can see, we have this T over here, so we don't need that. So we will copy the trim path and then we will select this uppermost layer, hit Ctrl D, hit U, and we will delete this linear wipe, or it's okay if you don't need that. Right click, create shape from text, delete this layer. Select this layer, delete this linear wipe effect, and delete this fill. Same procedure we will follow. One pixel stroke, go to the start and bring this downwards and go inside this contents and hit Ctrl V because we have copied our trim path, and we will delete this T. So as you guys can see, now we have replacement. Same procedure we will follow for other two text also, like hit Ctrl D, hit enter, and let's call it as X. Double click to open this. First thing we will do, we will change this text, okay, and delete this stroke layer. Select this, right click, create shape from text, enable this layer again and bring this downwards. Go to the start and move this over here, and let's delete the fill, we don't need that fill, and stroke color red and 1 pixels, and we will delete this linear wipe effect which is already applied over there, and simply hit Ctrl V. Basically we are applying our uh, linear wipe effect. Simply select all of these layers and drag it at the center over here, okay. Hit Ctrl 0, select this X, hit Ctrl D, hit enter, and let's call it as TEXT, okay. Now I don't think we need to create another layer. Simply hit Ctrl N to create another composition, and we are going to call it as main animation, and width I'm going to choose 1920, height let's choose 180, frame rate is 30, duration is also 30, not 30 but 10, and background color is black color. Now we will bring our composition, so hit Ctrl 0. First we need T, so bring this over here, let's go few frame forward, and now we will adjust it. Then bring our E text, let's try to move this over here, then bring our X, let's try to adjust this, then select this T again, hit Ctrl D, and let's move this over here and try to move this over here. Let's select all of this layer and try to adjust this at the center, and if you want them to be close to each other then you can also do that. Like this, right click new and create one null object, select all of them and make it apparent with this null. Select this null, press S, and let's increase the size a little bit and let's delete it. So if you see, we will get this kind of revealing animation. But now we will select all the layers, press F4 and convert this layer into 3D. Press P for position, create one keyframe, go to around let's say 1.15 frames and create another keyframe. Go to the start and we will bring them upward, so we will change the Z value to -300 like this. Oops, I think I did one mistake over here. We will do it manually, so let's make this -300 manually, like this. Select those keyframes and hit F9. Go to the graph editor, select this graph, by holding shift move one handle over here and move one handle over here, like this. Let's take a distance of 10 frames and adjust these layers. So if you see this stuff, we will get something like this. And if you want, you can make this -600 also, like a little bit too much up, but let's see how does it looks. Like this. Now we need to kind of slice stuff over here. So for that, what we will do, we will choose our rectangle tool and we will choose black color, and let's delete the stroke, and we are going to create one rectangle like this, and press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Press W, not W, before that let's enable this icon, so we will get, or instead of that let's change the color of this one to red just for now, and select our pen tool, and from here to here we are going to create one line, and we will choose white color for this stroke, and we will delete this fill and change the stroke width to 4. Select this and press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Select this shape layer and blend the color of this to black. Select this stroke and let's make it apparent with this second layer. Now I'm going to select my T and E layer, and I'll bring this layer at the top, so I'll get this kind of sliced effect over here. Now select this shape layer and let's move this over here and hit W and let's rotate it like this. So we will get this kind of sliced effect over here like this. Now select this if layer over here, go to the effect and presets panel and search for drop shadow effect to apply, and increase the drop shadow softness to 200 and opacity to 100. So we will get this kind of sliced effect over here like this. Now go to the start, press S, unlink this, create one keyframe, go few frame forward, and let's create another keyframe. Go to the start and let's make this value 0. Select those keyframes, hit F9, go to the graph editor, select this graph. By holding shift, move one handle over here and move one handle over here like this. Okay, so we'll get this kind of sliced effect. Then hit U, right click new and create one null object, and select this shape layer and make it apparent with this null. Select this null, go around over here, press R, create one keyframe, and let's rotate it like this over here, and let's move this up to 6 seconds. So if you see, you will get this kind of sliced cut over here. Okay, now over here, to give it a little bit more dynamic look over here, there is one thing you can do over here. You can select this X over here and hit Ctrl D, and let's bring this at the top over here, and right click, go to the reveal and reveal layers and hit Ctrl D to duplicate it, and by holding Alt I'm going to replace it. Go inside this, select this layers, and let's delete the stroke animation, or let's bring the stroke animation over here only. We will select these layers. For example, let's select this layer over here. As you guys know that we have white color for this I mean red color for this fill. Instead of that, what we are going to do, we will go delete this fill over here, and we will choose white color for the stroke, and let's say 1 pixel stroke. Similarly, for this uppermost layer, we will delete this fill and we will choose 1 pixel stroke. Okay, so if you see this in main animation over here, we will get something like this. Okay, now let's press Ctrl Y, and over here we are going to choose grayish color, and let's bring this downwards. Over here, as you guys can see, we are getting this weird stuff, so we will fix that also. All we need to do is we need to select this layer and change the color of this one. With the help of this picker, we will pick up this color, but our problem arises that this drop shadow stuff. So to get rid of it, create one ellipse without any stroke, and choose red color, and I'm going to create one ellipse. Press Ctrl Alt Home, go to the effect and presets panel and search for blur effect, and apply Gaussian blur and increase the blurriness somewhere around like this, and bring this at the center. Select this, hit enter, and let's call it as mask, and bring this to this rectangle, which is this one, and press F4 and choose alpha mask. So now drop shadow effect will effect only over here. So if you see this stuff now, we'll get something like this, but at the start, if you see, we are still getting this weird shadow over here. So to get rid of it, what we can do, simply go to somewhere around over here and then select this mask and make it apparent with this one shape layer. Okay, so now if you see, you will get this kind of stuff. Okay, and if you want, you can select this, you can apply CC vintage effect on it to get some shadows from here. If you see, you didn't apply, you will get something like this and then something like this. Okay, so this is also how you can animate this kind of stuff. Like, this is Adobe After Effects. So this is how you can create this kind of creative text animation in After Effects.